Immediate back handspring, no form break, completely straight leg. And here's her dismount again. A back handspring to another back handspring, feet together, 2 flips backwards, and a little step out of landing, but just a walk in the park.
We'll be back with more great gymnastics from Mexico City. In the afternoon before the show, some of the gymnasts here in Mexico City took part in a clinic for several local gymnastics clubs. Coach Bella Caroli played the role of Master of Ceremonies and was quite impressed with the amount of talent among these aspiring athletes. Afterwards, the local kids were able to get up close and personal with the visiting stars, including Betty Aquino.
Picture. All right. Good luck for everybody, little guys, okay? Yes.
One of the great ambassadors for the sport, as well as one of its great coaches, Bella Caroli. Now, in case you don't think that competitive or even exhibition gymnastics can be fun, this is Paul Hunt, the clown prince of gymnastics.
And he's been playing Pauletta for about 14 years now. As you say, gymnastics is often criticized as being too serious a sport, and Paul pokes fun at many of the common mistakes that gymnasts make. And his satires are usually right on.
And like most great clowns, Paul is a tremendous athlete. The crowd is enjoying it, and hopefully this is the first of many great exhibition nights. Bart Connor explained this weekend how the exhibition format was developed.
We've all seen gymnastics gets wonderful ratings on television. People love to watch it. Everywhere we go, people say to me, they go, "Oh, we love gymnastics and we love figure skating." I hear that everywhere I go. And so, you know, it's just natural that we try to do something different with gymnastics and expand upon its popularity for 2 reasons. 1, to promote gymnastics in a different way. And 2, and I think this is more of a selfish reason, is to give an opportunity for gymnasts when they're finished with their competitive careers to continue extending their career, have fun with the sport, and make a living doing it.
I need a volunteer.
Necesito una voluntaria. Y está buscando, está la cacería con atuendo de vaquero. Dice a la 1, a las 2, a las 3 de Team Marín.
I have my volunteer. I have.
Y se decide por la guapetona.
¿Cómo se llama?
Ana Paola.
Ana Paola.
Ana Paola. Agárrate, Ana Paola. Vas a ver.
Ven conmigo. Por favor.
Esto se va a poner increíble. Baja. Ahí está, el aplauso.
Now here is Country Bart Connor with one of his crowd-pleasing routines, and you couldn't see from that shot, but he only had about 7,000 volunteers up there in the grandstand.
Remember, he did attend the University of Oklahoma, so he considers himself somewhat of a cowboy. And this is a perfect example of exhibition gymnastics.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just like I used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you.
Uh-oh.
She shows a little skill, too. Now, for those of you at home, don't try doing gymnastics with cowboy boots on. It's hard enough barefoot.
I'm always walking after midnight,
And Bart saddles up onto the pommel horse.
I stopped to see a weeping willow.
This idea of gymnastics in the form of a show set to music is a great concept, as we heard from Bart, inspired by the popular and successful ice shows we've seen over the years.
That move was inspired by the famous mechanical riding bulls in honky tonks.
Bart has such an amiable personality. He's an easy person to talk to, always willing to sign autographs, and aside from his accomplishments, that's why he is such a spokesperson for the sport of gymnastics. Doesn't want his fan to go anywhere.
Not likely.
He's getting ready to approach the parallel bars. This is where he is looked up to by everyone in the sport. He is an Olympic champion. I don't think he won doing that, maybe
wonder what gymnastics purists from 1984, particularly the Eastern European judges, might have thought of Bart Conner on the parallel bars in his jeans.
Just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
Now he's sure.
That move inspired by Jack Palance.
After midnight, searching for.
Fuerte el aplauso para Bart Conner
That's exhibition gymnastics.
y talentosa mexicana Ana Paola.
My name is Jenny Thompson, and I hope you have a happy holiday.
Same to you, Jenny. Back in Mexico City, this is the Zocalo, the great square in the center of the city, laid out by the Spanish conquistadors who built their own cathedral and administrative offices in this historic heart of the Aztec culture. Another important part of Mexico City are the Olympic facilities in 1968, and within the Gimnasio Juan de la Barrera, this is Jenny Thompson on the balance beam.
At 13 years old, Bob, she took a big risk this year, left the junior division to compete with the seniors, and at her first senior event, she did an excellent job, finishing 4th all-around at the national championships. She's definitely one of our hopefuls for the '96 Olympics. And watch this, 3 back tucks in a row. 1, 2, and 3. And again, judges would determine in competition whether that were consecutive and whether they would choose to give him credit for that. Jenny trains with Bella Caroli in Houston with Dominique Marciano, and those two are looking ahead to the Olympics. Back handspring. We do a half twist into the handstand. We saw Gina Gojan do that. Jenny still needs some refinement. It's noticeable in this event. She needs to work on her form, straightening her legs more, keeping her head up during her dance. And these certainly are the things she'll be focusing on as we head towards the '96 Olympics.
But exhibition performances like this will surely help, especially the aspect of performing in front of a large crowd like this.
Remember the balance beam. You get one chance in front of all these people. That was a layout dismount. It looked like she was a little far back on the beam, so she only went for the layout.
But the crowd still loves it. Now here is Lavinia Milosevic of Romania.
On the floor exercise, she has tons of difficulty. She is currently the Olympic champion. She won the gold medal at the 1992 Olympic Games. Watch her first tumbling pass. A whip back into a full twisting double back to a perfect landing.
Oh.
She is a perfect example of what floor exercise is all about. It combines everything that gymnastics calls from the gymnast. It's powerful tumbling, explosive energy, strength, but also gracefulness and elegance. All of this for one person. Kind of a lot to ask. And here comes her second tumbling pass. Whip back, whip back, whip back into an immediate double full punch front. Now that's so difficult because she immediately has to change direction. Didn't seem too hard for her to do.
And the height that she reaches.
That's why floor exercise is so difficult, because on one hand you have to be so strong to do explosive, high tumbling, but on the other hand you have to be delicate and elegant and beautiful. Again, she's a fierce competitor, and she will definitely want to defend her title at the '96 Olympic Games. And her last tumbling pass. A triple full. That's an E move, the most difficult skill you can do. You would get 2/10 of bonus extra for that in competition. Just an amazing routine for Lavinia Milosevic.
Now from the floor exercise, we move back to the high bar for Mihai Baju from Albuquerque, New Mexico. But as you might guess, that's not where he was born.
Mihai was born in Romania and actually began his gymnastics there when he was just 5 years old. Now he does one of the most impressive release moves you'll see on this event. He has to press that up a little, but once he gets going, it's just amazing. This is his 3rd year on the national team. He represented the U.S. at the '94 World Championships. Now watch this. He's going to do 2 flips backwards and then re-grasps the bar. Just amazing.
And those young gymnasts in the background are loving it.
And his dismount, a very similar motion, but he added an extra flip. And the crowd loves it. We'll take another look at this here. Just watch this. Again, he cannot see the bar. He does 2 flips, and there he grabs it again. Just amazing. And a dismount, the same motion, but I'll add an extra somersault, a triple back dismount, 1, 2, and 3. A little step on the landing, but a phenomenal performance.
And now, once again, here is Svetlana Bogunskaya with her free exercise interpretation.
This is very fun for her. Again, a true performer she is. It's sort of her tough gal routine.
The facial resemblance to actress Rebecca De Mornay is absolutely astonishing to me.
It really is. This is the fun part about gymnastics. Something also that Bart mentioned is that this format allows gymnasts who would otherwise be retired at 18 and 19 to continue their gymnastics career, to continue performing. And her first tumbling pass, a double back, nice and high, to a great landing. It really allows the gymnasts to continue performing in the sport in which they spent most of their lives training. Svetlana is very dramatic and expressive in all of her routines. In her second tumbling pass, she's going to do a double full and then immediately change directions into a punch front. A little low there. You see she had the mat there, which again, that's okay because this is an exhibition. But it's very difficult to immediately change directions like that. Exercise is all about expressing your personality and playing it to the crowd. Svetlana is a pro at that. See you later. A dazzling performance for Svetlana Bogunskaya.
He has definitely raised the temperature here in the gymnasium a few degrees. It's time for our grand finale. We'll be back to Mexico City with Bart and Nadia in just a moment.
I'm Nadia Comaneci. Happy holidays.